Guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you want to see how I created this flawless look, continue watching. So I started off by cleansing her face. So next I'll be using my Cetaphil face moisturizer to moisturize her face. So to prime her face, I'll be using my classic mattifying face primer to prime her T-zone area. So next, I'll be using my Kiss Beauty Fix Spray to hydrate her skin. So moving on to foundation, I'll be using my Merak foundation in the shade 500. So I'm just using my flat brush to apply it on her face. So next I'll be using my beauty sponge to blend in the foundation. So now the foundation is well blended, I'm going to be contouring her face using this Zikel foundation in the shade 020 to contour her face.
To my loneliness, I guess that ignorance is bliss. Take me back to before I knew. Rewind, take it out of cue. Innocence can be a young man's game. Signed up for the hall of shame. I wish I knew.
So moving on to highlight, I'll be using these two shades of concealer. This is Nubanbeauty concealer and Flawless Ivy concealer. So I'll be using the Flawless Ivy concealer to highlight the outer corner of her face. So next, I'm using my Nubanbeauty concealer to highlight the inner corner of her face.
How can we look the other way? Sun is out, but the sky is gray.
So I went ahead using my beauty sponge to blend in the concealer on the highlighted area.
I know I gotta do it. The truth is hard to swallow. I think I'll chew it.
So to set the concealer, I'll be using my Merak setting powder in the shade Ginger to set the concealer on the highlighted area.
I wish I knew how much I miss now.
So next, I'll be using my Zaron brown skin powder in the shade Ray to set the rest of her face.
I wish I knew.
So to set the cream contour I applied earlier, I'm going to be using my Royal Makeup Powder palette. So I'm using a shade slightly darker than her skin color to set the contour. using the same shade from the same powder I used in setting the cream contour to contour her nose. So I went back using my powder brush to blend the rest of her face. So next I'm using my Kiss Beauty Fix Spray to set her face. This would help the makeup not to shift but to stay intact. So I waited for her face to dry. I went ahead baking her face using the same setting powder from Merak Cosmetics. So I'm just applying a little of it on her face. So I use this Zaron powder to do reverse contour. So moving on to her brows, I'm using my spoolie brush to brush her brows first. Then I went ahead using my brow balm. So I'm just going to take a little of it and apply it on her brows. This would help lay the hair nicely. So next is to outline her brows. I'll be using this Karite gel liner. So I'm just going to take a little of it using my angled brush to draw the outline. So I didn't start from the beginning of her brows. I want the brows to look a bit natural. That's why I started from the middle. So I'm just taking it gently. So next is to highlight her brows. I'll be mixing these two shades of concealer I used in highlighting her face. So I'm just going to start from her brow bone area.
Don't leave me here high and dry. Oh, I don't wanna jinx it.
So next I'm using my small blending brush to blend the concealer on the highlighted area. So I'm just gonna do the same thing on the other brows, following the same method.
Baby, you give me ice and fire. You're giving me wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite.
So next I'm going to be setting the concealer using the same powder I used in setting her face. I'm just going to use my brush to set the areas I highlighted.
Not get ahead of my time. Oh.
So next I'll be using this shade from the same powder palette to set the inner corner of her lid.
Oh.
So moving on to eyeshadow, I'll be using this lipstick as my base. This is nubanbeauty lipstick, so I'm just gonna place it on her lid.
Ice and fire. You're chilling wind and rain. You're some kind of butterfly. Baby, you give me midnight. You whip up my appetite. Don't leave me here high and dry.
So next I'll be using this Kylie eyeshadow palette. So I'm just gonna mix these two shades here and place it on her lid just to set it so it doesn't move.
You whip up my appetite.
So next I'll be using this shade from the same Kylie eyeshadow palette to blend out the eyeshadow to avoid any demarcation.
Oh.
guys, I'm still blending. If you want your eyeshadow game to be smooth and perfect, you need to learn to blend. You need to blend. Make sure you always take time to blend. So next, I'm using this dark shade from the same Kylie eyeshadow palette. So I'm just gonna apply it on the outer corner of her lid. So next, I'll be using this Milani medium shade powder to blend all over her lid. So I'll be adding a little pigment on her lid. I'm going with this shade first. This is from MK Cosmetics. I'm just going to use my finger to place it on her lid. So next, I'll be adding this shade just to make the lid pop. So next, I'll be using my Karite gel liner to line her upper lash line. Using the same gel liner to line her lower lash line. So next, I'll be using my Zaron mascara to darken her natural lashes and also give it volume. So I went back using the same powder to blend the rest of her face. So I had to change her lashes because the other one was looking too heavy for me. So I decided to wear her this one that is looking more natural. So right now I'm using my Zaron mascara on her lower lashes. So I already applied blush and highlighter, very little highlighter. So moving on to the lip, I'm using this brown shade from my Blossom lip palette. I'm just gonna use it to line her lip. So I'll be applying a little gloss on her lip because I love glossy lip. next, I'm using my Kiss Beauty Fix Spray to seal everything. So guys, can you see how flawless this looks? I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. So I'm just gonna let her face dry. After that, I used my beauty sponge to dab the face so it will look very neat and smooth. So if you like this video, if you enjoyed this video, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, please guys. If you haven't subscribed, please do by clicking the subscribe button. Thank you all, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.